What's up, guys? Welcome back to your Heroclix headquarters. So today it's Meta Monday, and you guys have been asking for some gameplay videos. So I got Spencer here with me, and we're gonna play out a quick meta game.
Yeah, I look forward to the game. I've got a couple things I want to try out. Some old things I've swapped out some pieces on. So I'm very excited to get some games in.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So without further ado, let's check it out. Alright, so here we are. How's it going? We got, I already won map roll, so we're going to play here on the,
Ancient Hold.
On the Ancient Hold, right?
Only the most broken map ever
Definitely one of them. We both have a Mandarin ring. It's supposed to be the Nightbringer ring. Neither of us have ours yet, so we're both proxying them, so it's okay. You guys, if you already watched my last Meta Monday video, then you know what this team does already. This is my Black Leopard and Black Widow team build. So if you haven't, go look at that video. You can check out all my thoughts and opinions on why I built this team. And Spencer will quickly explain his team for you guys.
It's just pretty much a straightforward Thanos. I've been playing around with him ever since I pulled him, and I really like what he does and how effective he can be. So basically, the goal is to put 2 gems on him. I've chosen Soul to make him harder to kill and Power to make him hit harder. And then I've paired him up with some Cosmic Buddies to make sure if they do hit, hopefully I can prob out of it. And then Franklin provides the outwit that Thanos desperately needs, along with a lot of survivability. And then if they hit him, a secondary attacker. So hopefully the goal is, I find people avoiding Thanos, and people want to avoid Franklin. So if they want to, hopefully they either have to do one or the other.
Yeah, and then you got your Mr. Oz there for your TKs and your probs.
Yeah, he's back there to mess with my opponents moving around and help move Thanos around a bit. So
yeah, and if you guys can see our sidelines, we both have a bunch of trouble alerts on the side. I got my Black Widow recruits, my Chewie token for Miss Captain Marvel over there. Always bring a die for your theme team probs to remember that, and I got a die over here on Black Widow to remember her, what's it called, espionage tokens. Yeah, so I won map roll. I'm going first, so we'll just kind of explain what our thoughts as we play the game for you guys. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to actually use Captain Marvel's hypersonic speed to move out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually only 4. I only have to go 4. And I can pick up a light object from an adjacent square. And then I can make my attack from hypersonic speed against no targets. And then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4 back over here. And drop this light object for Black Panther, or Black Leopard, I guess. And so there's her action for that. And then give Black Leopard his action to equip the Nightbringer ring. So now he's going to have stealth and the free smoke cloud for a couple of squares. And then I'm going to carry them all up here with Voyager. For now, I'm just going to play it safe. We're just going to stick behind the wall here. And then we'll just have Black Leopard do his free smoke under himself there. And yeah, oh, don't forget to give Voyager her token for carrying. And I think
it's important to note too, she's on click 0, right? Because
yes.
I have equipment.
Yes,
for those that were wondering, she is on click 0.
Yep, because you got your equipment. So now it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to try something a little different this time. Normally on this map I kind of just go for a carry back. But I'm going to do something a little different where I actually don't equip anything, but I'm able to snag 2 objects. So Thanos is actually going to take a power action and punch this door.
Because doors are technically blocking terrain, but not for movement. But
yes.
you can punch them and destroy them. I know doors and windows throw a lot of people off, apparently, so...
and then he is going to sidestep back a square. We'll just use Franklin to TK the Soul Gem to Thanos' square. Important to note would be the object never has to have line of fire to the square, objects don't draw a line of fire. So if the character has line of fire to where the object is coming from and where the object is going, and both squares are within the character's range, that's an okay TK. So in this case, Franklin will be the one to TK Soul Gem to Thanos, and Oz will be the one to TK Nightbringer to Franklin. They'll both get power actions for that. Thanos will Ego Gem his own defense, and I will call that a turn.
Sounds good.
Oh, he'll Perplex up Mr. Oz's defense as well.
Alright. So, my go, Black Widow's got leadership, and so does Black Leopard. So, we'll go ahead. Yeah, we'll just roll Black Widow's first. Nope. Black Leopard's leadership. Nope. So, no leadership successes, but that's okay. Of course, the smoke goes away at the beginning of the turn. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing something risky.
Oh no!
I'm betting the farm here. We're gonna go ahead and carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because -3 from the carrying, 3 plus 1 from Avengers team ability. Probably right there, I guess. Voyager. Alright, so with Black Leopard being one of my main strategies here, I need to get him within 6 squares in line of fire of my opponent's characters to really get the most use out of his trait where he makes all their maximum stats, his maximum stats. So, I'm going to get aggressive and push really far forward and get him right up in the faces of Thanos, because now it doesn't matter if he equips all those gems. His maximum attack and defense and everything is going to be Black Leopard's. So, from here, we can do some free actions. What was... Okay. I could poison.
It's also important to note, just as a reminder, Voyager can carry flyers. So even though Captain Marvel does fly, she was also able to bring her up as well. For those of you wondering how that happened, Voyager does state she can carry flyers. That I think they have to share a keyword.
Yeah,
but
they have to all share a keyword with her.
Yeah,
it's good to know. And another reason I wanted to carry them all up here is because they can take their free actions to generate their characters even after being carried. And the main reason I didn't want to TK them is because of Mr. Oz over here saying that he can place any character that's TK'd 2 squares, even my own. So if I was to TK them, he could just put them back, and it screws up my whole strategy there. Alright, so I'm going to give Captain Marvel her free action to generate Chewie once per game, right here, adjacent to her. Of course, anytime you generate something, it has to be adjacent unless it's otherwise specified. And I'm going to use Chewie's Perplex on its attack to get it to an 11. Since Black Leopard has line of fire to Thanos, his maximum defense is a 17, so I only need a 6 to hit. I got a prob from Captain Marvel. And of course, Team probs. So we're going to use that Flurry Blades from Chewie on Thanos. I'm going in hard. Alright, we got an 8, so that'll hit.
Alright, let's go ahead and prob that with Mr. Oz.
Probbing it with Mr. Oz.
Because he ignores characters.
And that's a 7. That'll still hit.
Go for it.
Roll for blades. 5 on blades.
So I'll take 3.
3 after invincible. Second attack from Chewie.
Yep.
A 4 will actually miss. I believe.
Yep.
We'll probably from Captain Marvel this time. Oops. That's a 7.
Alright. So, blades.
Blades in it again. For 4 this time.
Nope, no Emperor, so I take 2.
Takes 2.
And then you'll take Mystics and die.
But she did, I think, enough for a 0-point bystander.
Yes.
Do that much damage to Thanos.
Did a lot. Did a lot.
And now that that's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and use one of Black Widow's... Actually, no, at first, well, I still have line of fire on you. Wait, no, she doesn't have line of fire.
Correct.
One thing that would have been really nice if I could have arranged my characters any better, maybe if I picked a better map for this, was if I could have gotten Black Widow a line of fire on Thanos, I could have turned off a lot of his powers. Literally everything he can do that's not a colored power. Regardless of his power cosmic.
All his standard powers he can
All
use.
standard powers, true, yeah. So, you know, if I planned that out a little better, it would have been nice, but it's still working pretty good so far. I'm actually going to use Black Widow's thing, where her ability to take a -1, where the heck is the 4? Take a -1 to my espionage tokens and generate Widow's Recruit right here next to her. Widow's Recruit's going to go ahead and poison on Franklin.
Yep.
Although when she's generated... So when she's generated, I can pick a team ability, and any damage she does from poison is penetrating to the characters with that team ability. So I'm going to pick Power Cosmic, so I have that potential to penetrating damage on Thanos if I get close enough. And if he turns to the Galactus clicks where he gets the Power Cosmic, I'll still be able to penetrating poison him, hopefully to death, because he's got like a 20 defense. I don't really want to deal with that. I could attack with my Widow's Recruit, but I'm going to leave her for now, because I'm hoping to, next turn, attack Franklin and then poison him. And for now, she kind of just blocks line of fire and stuff a little bit. Black Leopard's going to use his free action to give our stealthy characters some smoke cloud here. And since Black Leopard still has his own Perplex, he might as well go ahead and Perplex up Widow Recruit's defense. And I feel like I could have played that last Widow's Recruit move a little bit better if I planned it out. But I didn't think about it until afterwards. So it's your turn. Go ahead.
Alright, so I really don't like where I'm at right now. There's a lot of stuff coming at me. Black Leopard is doing his thing. If I could get the Widow's Recruit out of the way, I could try and deal with the Black Leopard. The only problem with that is he's probably going to take... How many does he take to kill? Probably 6.
Yeah.
Damage.
Yep. 6.
Which is doable this turn. The only problem with that is the Widow's Recruit in the way.
With that shape change super sense combo.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
And I would definitely want to shoot Black Leopard. He has stealth, so I would need to outwit him, which would require Franklin to be in a terrain marker. So I think my best case scenario here is actually to just move away. I'm just trying to decide, because Thanos would have to drop his soul gem if I wanted to carry him away, which I could do, but that doesn't seem great. Mr. Oz can't TK away the Widow's Recruit, which kind of bums me out a little. Thanos is going to perplex up Mr. Oz's defense by 1. And then he is going to generate a Screet Bystander, which I do not have, but I usually use this little dragon head for. And notably, that will give Mr. Oz Power Cosmic. I'm going to generate Screet in this square.
I'm going to stop here for 1 second because I just noticed I didn't clear these guys at the end of my turn. Yep, they didn't do anything other than free actions.
Yep.
So I meant to clear them.
So we're gonna go there and then perplex, attempt to double perplex Mr. Oz's defense. That's a bad move. Okay, so what I've just realized is if I move away, Mr. Oz will die on guaranteed shots, right? So she can ping me for 1, and she can generate another recruit, which guarantees that Oz dies. And it looks like, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to prevent that. So what I should probably do is try and body block, but the only problem is with this guy still on the... Okay, so what we're going to do instead is perplex up his damage by 2 and attempt to hopefully punch the Widow's recruit. I think that's the only course of action, so that I can get in there on Black Leopard, and then I'm actually going to generate Screet in this square instead. So Screet will double perplex damage, and then hopefully, if I hit that, hopefully, this is a lot of hopefullys, right? Miss a shape change, shoot with Screet here, and then run up. Well, I won't be able to shoot with Screet first, so I'll have to hypersonic up with Thanos, hit, come back, but he's still going to have stealth. Shoot. Okay. And then we'll see what happens from there. We'll just go for it. Right. So on the double perplex, got it. Ooh, losing the ring out of the cup. So he will push to try and swing on a Widow's recruit.
So shape change?
Yes.
Ooh.
Went horribly. Okay.
Got the shape change.
He will take a push and not be able to do anything. Since the Widow's recruit doesn't have stealth, we will shoot with the autonomous dude here. And I've realized Thanos also lost perplex. So no perplex to the defense here, which was to defense, but we determined that didn't matter. So trying to shoot again on the Widow's recruit. You'll roll for a shape change. Got it again.
Lucky shape changes.
Okay. If I don't equip Thanos, he might die. I'm going to go ahead and equip Thanos. Because I think maneuvering your Black Leopard could prove difficult. Does he ignore...
He ignores hindering.
He ignores hindering, but not characters, correct?
No.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll Ego Gem my defense and equip the Soul Gem.
Okay.
And then Mr. Oz will clear, and I don't think there's much else I can do on this one.
Alright. I'm fine with this. I forced him into a position where he had to equip Thanos to try and get some steel energy going to save him a little bit. So now he's not attacking me. I don't have to really worry about him just one-shotting somebody. So what we're going to do from here is, first, let's not forget to roll our leadership from Black Widow. No, and then from Black Leopard, got that one, so we'll go ahead and take it off of her since she's the only one that can take it off. So 10 on a 17, average odds, we're going to take that. Widow's recruit onto Franklin.
You got it. You need a 7. We will
8.
Prob it with Mr. Oz.
Probbing it with Oz. 6. Missed by 1, so I'll go ahead and prob it with our Captain Marvel. That's a 9.
So stop.
Hit the stop click.
Yep.
Then I will do 1 penetrating damage from her poison.
Yep.
Then I will hypersonic.
Yep.
With good old Captain Marvel. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're just gonna hypersonic to here.
Yep.
doing, well, it's after actions. So we'll shoot at Mr. Oz.
You got it.
Does he actually get his hyper time team
No.
ability? Alright, so we had to quickly look up what the hyper time team ability is because we both forgot. So I have to roll if I attempt to become adjacent to him first. On a 1 or a 2, I can't become adjacent to him at all this turn.
You can't move through any of the squares adjacent to Mr. Oz.
And I failed it. I got a 1 or 2. So when hypersonicking, in that case, I'm going to go through Thanos' square.
This square's adjacent to Mr. Oz.
I'll just go through the door.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thanos, and then we'll...
End up over here.
Yeah, you know what? We'll shoot Thanos from there, I guess.
Okay.
So we got 11 on
19.
19 because I can't
Draw
see
on
you
fire.
because
Yep.
my own person is in the way.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't go for action token. I'm gonna go for attacking. So, hyper time ability is pretty good.
Yeah, I should remember it more often. I'm not great at it, but it has come up a time or two.
Yeah. And I foolishly blocked my own line of fire because I didn't think I was going to have to go that way. Anyway, let's go for it. Boom. That's actually a 9. So I think that'll do it.
There's nothing I can do about it, so I will roll Impervious. And get it.
I got the Imperv.
So I'll take 1.
You still take...
No. I don't take any.
Yeah, you still take 1 penetration for moving through.
Yeah, for moving through me.
Yeah. Alright, give her... Well, let's see. Then we'll go ahead and... I'm just going to leave her there. Because we're going to all move up here in a second anyway. Let's see here. Alright, so we're going to use Voyager's super awesome TK that she doesn't need line of fire.
Yep.
Take an action to TK our Black Widow right here. Black Widow is going to take another -1 for her espionage tokens to generate another Widow's Recruit right there. We're going to pick Power Cosmic. We're going to poison
Franklin. Screet does not have Power Cosmic team ability, so she will not take 1.
Interesting. Thought she did. Anyway, they all take 1 except for Screet. And I got 1 action left, and you gotta use your actions wisely. I can either attack something with Widow's Recruit, or I could attack something with Black Widow, or I could try and charge with Black Leopard. Alright, so in this particular instance, I realize Thanos has 2 action tokens, so I don't have to worry about him too much right now. I'm going to go ahead and just use Widow's Recruit to punch Mr. Oz, just to try and get his TK and prob and everything off the board, and hopefully score a couple quick points. So 10 attack on a 17 defense, average odds. Let's go for it. And that's a 7.
Super Census says no. Mr. Oz is gone.
Out of here, boy. Token for this Widow's Recruit. I'm just going to go ahead and use his free... I forgot to remove the Smoke Cloud token, so we're going to free Smoke Cloud right there again.
Yep.
And I don't think I used his Perplex yet.
Nope.
So we're going to go ahead and use his Perplex on his own defense. And then we're going to use Black Widow. Use her other -1 to just turn off everything that he can do that isn't a colored power.
Yep, all standard powers he can use that isn't on his dial.
That, and then that, I think, will do it.
Okay. Alright, so I'll Ego Gem defense and roll for Screet to double perplex his defense. Got it. And then pass back to you. So since it's your next turn, I'll have +3 defense.
Okay.
Well, actually, +4 defense technically because of Ego Gem and Soul Gem. But I have a feeling you're probably going to be taking that away from me.
It's not going to matter, I don't think. So,
back to you.
We'll roll for Black Leopard's leadership. No. We'll roll for Black Widow's leadership. Still a 3, so no. Let's fine. We're going to go ahead and hypersonic again with Captain Marvel.
Okay.
We're going to just go straight through both of you.
Okay.
I'll take a shot over here. One reason that I like to try and stay a square or so away is because when they're already locked in close combat, it just kind of gives her that extra room. So like, if they're in close combat, they can't make ranged attacks. It just keeps her a little bit safer. They have to break away if they wanted to come and punch her or whatever. But she's still close enough to the fight that I can hypersonic through whoever I want to. It's kind of my reasoning for why I try to make ranged attacks with her instead. So 11 on 19, correct?
Yep.
Chow.
20 because I'm tiny.
20 because you're tiny. 7 misses you, which is fine because I'm just going to... I'm not going to use my prob because I'm just going to do the penetrating to her.
Okay.
So that gives me a token. And technically I could have shot over her at Thanos, but I was going to ping Thanos for the free damage if I managed to hit her. So what you got? 17. We'll go ahead and just use the penetrating poison from Widow's Recruit. Let's see what we're at. 18. We're going to use a Black Leopard's Perplex on his own attack, and we're going to charge right here.
Yep. And it's important to note he ignores hindering, right?
Yes.
So he can't move through either of these two squares because they would be adjacent to Thanos, and he can't stop. So his path of movement has to be 1, 2, 3. So that's just important to note on how the moving around works. But he has plenty of movement to do that. So.
Yep. Thanks for pointing it out. That's good.
Yep.
And then, so 11 on a 17, because your maximum value is my 17 defense.
Yep. That will do it.
That's a
He'll
10.
take Mystics and he will die.
And it's a GG's,
yeah,
bro.
Not a great matchup for Thanos. All the free damage for Oz and Franklin, that's things that don't bode well for them at all. So, definitely not a good matchup. And the map, I think, hurt us both. I don't think it was particularly good for your placement, but not super good for me either. Had I been able to equip Thanos turn 1, which maybe I should have gone with that strategy, right? So maybe if I equip Thanos turn 1 and he takes a pot shot to heal, it becomes a little bit harder for him to kill me. So that could have made a difference, possibly. Obviously, the hyper time was big. It made you do another, pin to Franklin and not just kill him with Marvel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the goal, and was to hopefully kill the Widow's Recruit and then be able to get back to Black Leopard, but didn't seem to work out. So
yeah, you keep Black Leopard protected, and he. If you just carry him or TK him where you need him at the right moment, it can be pretty hard to deal with, I think. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you maybe learned a thing or two. If you did, make sure you smash that like button and click that subscribe button over there so you don't miss a video. And then, yeah, thanks for joining us. And,
I had a good game, even though it didn't go as well as I'd hoped. Black Widow was just so good for 100 points, and the free damage and things from your characters definitely ping my guys pretty hard. So
yeah, the Black Widow's rough, and Captain Marvel, and just dropping things left and right out of thin air for free actions. It's pretty ridiculous, and I think Black Leopard really helps put the pressure on, and so does, of course, Voyager just being able to move so far.
It's for sure.
Ridiculous.
I think I could have done a little differently. I tried out the new way of equipping, and I don't like it. So I think maybe had I equipped that Soul Gem first turn, maybe could have been a little different. But ultimately, I think the result would have been the same.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks again for watching, you guys, and until next time, this has been Heroclix Headquarters signing off.
See you guys.